We're looking live at SFO. Get ready for what's being called the summer of revenge travel on the road to recovery. Now that more people are vaccinated, they want to take a family vacation, finally.
Yeah, and who can blame them? KPIX5 Susie Steimle is live, working from home like so many of you have been, with what travelers need to know, from vaccine passports to why you likely won't be able to rent a car. Susie?
Yeah, we want to get out of the homes that we've been trapped in and go somewhere. And the good news is experts say if you're vaccinated, you're being situationally aware, and you do your research, there's no reason why you can't book that trip.
Oh, it feels great to be out traveling.
After more than a year of being locked down, canceling trips, and spending more time at home than ever before, Americans are ready to take a vacation.
I haven't stopped traveling. You know why? Because I'm playing by the rules, I'm behaving responsibly, and I'm being situationally aware.
Peter Greenberg is a travel editor for CBS News. He says international travel is taking off. Trips to Greece are up 12% from pre-pandemic levels. Iceland, Ireland, and Mexico are also seeing more visitors. Domestically, small outdoor spots like Eureka, Merced, Bend, Oregon, Traverse City, Michigan, and Bozeman, Montana are considered hotspots. But there's still a lot of confusion over regulations. Many countries are requiring people to have what's known as a vaccine passport. Denmark, Estonia, the European Union, Israel, Japan, Panama, Singapore, and Thailand all are requiring their own citizens to provide proof of vaccination to travel. Hawaii is asking visitors to download the Common Pass, but the U.S. government is currently staying away from requiring people to have proof of a vaccine to travel here. Microsoft and Mayo Clinic made an app that verifies vaccination records. Experts are advising starting a folder of vaccine passes on your phone, similar to what you might already have for airline travel. Greenberg says you should expect most private businesses will embrace this model.
It will not be the trickle-down theory here. We're going to see the tumble-down theory. You may not be able to go to the dry cleaner pretty soon without showing proof of vaccination.
Rental cars are also few and far between. That's because most companies sold off their fleets during the pandemic.
You can't get a rental car now. I priced a rental car today for a one-day rental in Florida for a small Kia, and that rental was $441 a day.
During the height of the pandemic, if a hotel was even open, their occupancy could be in the single digits.
Kevin Carroll is the executive director of the Hotel Council of San Francisco. He says hotels are starting to fill up again. Occupancy on weekends is near 60%. Most are Californians driving in for the weekend.
I'm from Los Angeles.
Well, we're traveling from Glendora, California.
That's who we found staying at the Fairmont Hotel in San Francisco.
It continues to expand. So Southern California, we're now seeing Arizona, kind of Texas.
Marcus Treppenhauer is the general manager of the Fairmont. They reopened in February, like 75% of San Francisco hotels that are now back open. He says tourists help, but long-term recovery depends on large group travel.
We need those customers. Transient travel, what we have today, is not enough to sustain us in the future.
He says the recovery will go in waves. First local, then international, business, and finally conventions.
I'm hoping that in the next 2 years we can be back to normal.
In the meantime, hotels are ready to welcome you, and the next few months of tourism are an essential and defining time in the trajectory of the recovery.
It's critical, and going into the summer months, which are traditionally a busy time for us as well, we're primed and ready, and we want to welcome people back to our city.
Our experts are also telling us if you are thinking about booking any airline travel, now is the time to do it, because prices have been steadily rising at 7% every week. Ken, Liz?
Susie, what about the cruise lines? Are they opening back up?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. They're waiting for the green light from the CDC, but as you know, a lot of cruises take off from Florida, and that is an industry that they have decided they are going to require proof of vaccination. But the governor of Florida doesn't want to require that, so they might be moving where they take off from. It'll be interesting to see where they choose if that ends up happening.
Yeah, that's where it gets really complicated.
I booked my rental car in December for a trip in June, and it's guaranteed.
You're smart. You're ahead of it.
That was the only way to get one.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable. They're so expensive.
Crazy. Susie, thank you.